Hello, humans.
Welcome to Thursday Night Hots, and we are in the main NGS channel. I am joined by the one and the only, the myth, the man, the legend, Orzamanthus, main tank for the one and only Caffeinated Nights. You're joined tonight with Danny. Not so much a myth or a legend. We got Division A, the BG GuWutines versus PsistormProbes. Orzamanthus, talk to me about what's going on with the bans. It just occurred a second ago.
Honestly, I don't remember much aside from.
So Alterac and D-Shire were Alterac and D-Shire were banned out, and Volskaya and Garden were banned out by the PsistormProbes, and giving map pick over to the BG GuWutines. We are going to Infernal Shrines.
So that's just for the record. Wait, is that really the name of Giblet's team?
I believe it's Ban Gibbs GuWutine. It's kind of like the Wu-Tang Clan.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm confused even more now.
Well, how is that different from any other day, Oz?
True.
Yeah.
True.
Well, okay, so I know some of the players. Actually, you know what? Canny. I know Canny. I know Gibbs. I know Shenanigans. Linehouse. Okay, I know a lot of these players. On the other side, on the probes, I've seen these people, but I haven't played with them in some time. Or actually, no, quite a while.
Do you know if any of the crew on Gibbs's team plays Augur?
I have no idea. So a first pick is going over to the probes. So I'm assuming that Gibbs' team, if they've done some scouting, is going to ban out a Hogger. But I have no idea what the players do or what they play or how they play them. But we'll find out. I'm excited. Division A, it's upper level hots for NGS. Oh, we're getting some Whisper chat here, finding who the casters are. Appreciate Whisper. And we're getting some readies coming out from the probes.
And from the casters?
And from the casters. Wait, what was that?
Somebody
just dodged the lobby. That's kind of like your match against 30K. Just dodge lobbies. That's the strategy.
Sheesh. You know what? Honestly, I kind of approve of Dead Gaming's strategy for fighting 30K.
What was that?
Don't let them play any matches, make them all forfeits, and eventually 30K will get rusty, and then we can start winning against them.
Don't let them play any match. What? What do they do?
I think for scheduling conflict, they had to FF.
Oh. Well, I mean, happens.
It happens, yeah.
Easiest 1-0 of my life.
Wait, BG GuWutine. Oh, I see what the name of the team is now, and oh no.
Blame Gibbs, GuWutine. Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm just calling them BG from now on. I am not pronouncing that many syllables during a cast.
Or just blame Gibbs.
Yeah. Oh, wait, are we actually tacitly allowed to blame Gibbs for anything that goes wrong in his team?
You know, the opinions of the co-caster have no reflection on the NGS organization as a whole. So you can do whatever you want. I am not
fantastic.
I'm not the moderators for NGS. Just, I would say, be respectful.
Right, so
yeah, to a point.
Don't say anything in public I would say to Gibbs in a private conversation.
I would never say anything that would hurt someone's feelings, whether they hear it or they don't hear it. That's always the rule of thumb.
Good ones. MCG.
McG.
Oh, poor dudes.
We are having some. One player is unable to join the lobby for some reason.
It's unfortunate.
So we are on Infernal Shrines. Oz, besides Hogger, what heroes do you like to see on this map?
Well, the way to play this map optimally at the highest level generally requires an offlaner with heavy wave clear and good sustain that can ideally solo the objective on its own.
So Leoric.
And allow the 4-man to run through. Yeah, Leoric Blaze, Hogger is the other one, but beyond that, there are other decent picks. Even Sonya is all right because she can keep her HP up to 100% while doing the objective.
Or I haven't seen it in a while. Maybe a Kerrigan comes out and does a little jumpy jump build. Yeah.
Honestly, though, Kerrigan comps play differently on this map. Like,
True.
well, at the highest level, you generally see that sort of tank anchors while the offlaner clears and the rest of the 3-man catches macro. Typically, that kind of play doesn't really show up outside of Heroic and Storm. There is, lots of ARAM to be going on. So, yeah, Kerrigan's all right in there. But as this draft goes to the midway point, both teams are going to have to take a look at what picks are available to them and consider, can we win Shrine Clear or not? And if you don't have the capacity to win Shrine Clear, what you really want is to sort of go all in into strategies that can either bait the Punisher really easily. So something like Johanna, or something that can develop a split push on its own or do great siege independent of the objective.
Yes.
I think the perfect coincidence for a team that is weak on Shrine Clear is something like Sylvanas.
By the way, I believe you are the only person I know that calls it Johanna, not Johanna.
I think most people call it Yo-Yo.
Yo-Yo? I call her Jojo.
Jojo.
Yeah. But I'm a big fan of Casey and Jojo. That's probably why. All right, here we go. We got the player in the lobby. Let's see if he doesn't dodge this time.
Hi. Also, sorry for waffling on macro.
Waffling on the macro.
Trust me, the team gets very annoyed at me when I'm doing waffling on macro instead of, calling macro.
Is that like a Canadian thing? Waffle? Waffling?
Honestly, I've always thought of sort of like a waffle for your accent is more of a German thing, actually.
I don't know what you're talking about. But okay, we are ready. All right. It's funny. You're in Canada. Are you Central Canada, Eastern, Western?
I am a proud resident of the Texas of Canada, Alberta.
The Texas of Canada. That's where all the oil is from, right?
Yep.
Nice. Are you a big oil man?
Big oil man?
Big oil man, like in the movie There Shall Be Blood. Are you an oil man, Oz?
No. I have no association to the industry.
You just live there.
I just live there. And get free money because of it.
Oh, they give out a little stipend because you live in the area? That's cool.
Yeah, it's nothing like the Norwegian stipend, though. Like, I will always be jealous of the Norwegian oil model.
You can always move there. We had a first ban from the probes. It's a Sukov ban.
Yeah, that's really unusual. Stukov typically has a lot of vulnerabilities when picked early on in draft.
Well, maybe there's a prolific Sukov player on the other side, so we have no idea.
True.
Yeah. Might be a target. I mean, it's probably a target.
Yeah.
Ban. Probably a target. Ban.
It really has to be a target ban. Either that, or they have a really good Lucio on the side of probes. Something that you can get stuffed by a Stukov.
Yeah.
So I really wouldn't be surprised if we saw a very early.
And there is a Hoggergon, so no spinny spins on the point. True. For the probes. All right. Okay.
And
W
Vala.
build Vala on that objective is kind of hard to deal with.
W build Vala.
I like W build
crazy.
Vala. Well, I'm not a good Vala player, so I go safe. I go W.
Yeah. I understand what you mean. Tank players love skill shot builds. We hate having to stutter step. Like I'm not. Oh, there goes that Lucio, and that's the first pick, Johanna.
And that is Johanna coming out for our probe fronts.
So, what do you expect to see picks here? Blaze is open.
Okay. Well, I expect to see Sylvanas and Brightwing picked up. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I mean, you got good wave clear. You have a global out of the Brightwing. It's a good pick. I think actually that was our first two picks last night.
Yeah, makes sense.
You can push the Sylvanas out into the off lane, and you have two players that can just lock down the towers. Yeah, or
Brightwing can also.
Brightwing can Z. You can have.
You have three on.
You have a lot of things going here. So the Tychus, I'm assuming, is to dissuade anyone from picking up the Diablo.
True. true. Don't think Gibbs plays the Diablo anyways.
And we've got
the Anduin.
Anduin Light Bomb on for Johanna, whether it's a Blessed Shield or a Falling Sword. It's always a possibility.
Yeah. Another thing that's really important to note about taking the Sylve this early on this map, you can flex it either into a Shrine-oriented camp, a Shrine-oriented comp, or into a split push comp. You're not pigeonholed into either style just yet.
I want to see what the next band coming out here. Are they going to close down more tank options? Get an offlaner off the board. Blazes is still up.
Honestly, I bet May.
Junkrat's still up. I think Junkrat. I don't know.
Honestly, if we're playing for real, I'd ban Falstad here. Oh,
or Maiev, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that one's also understandable. Johanna doesn't do much into it.
What do we see here we see a tank grabbed here? Do we see an offlaner?
I mean, Blaze is open at this point. The fact that he's managed to get to third ban phase is absolutely crazy. But I think that should be at least one of the two picks.
And arguably the worst tank in the game. We get May
Hey now. Mal'Ganis exists, and May is totally justifiable here. You can blind the Tychus trait.
Yeah, you're right.
Audacity
you're right.
Look, if Anduin ever presses Q or Desperate Prayer, instant Blizzard E combo, and there's nothing Anduin can do.
I just have such a distaste for May. I saw this really funny Reddit post today talking about the life bar of Anub'arak versus the life bar of May.
That's one of the dankest memes to graze /.
Look at this. Alex Straza and Malthael picked up. Fantastic.
Yeah, that's a hypercarry Tychus. I truly do not know what's going on that right side. But we also
is that an offlane Alex Straza?
Huh. That would make sense.
That's an offline. That's an offline Alex, and we are getting a Sergeant. Okay. All right. No. We're getting an Alex showing up, so the Alex can kind of hang out and hit the minions from far away. Yeah.
I'll be honest. I think I'm betting on blue team from that draft. There's just nothing on the right side to really extend outwards and catch the hammer. And right. May is one of those champions alongside Tyrael that can buff Sergeant Hammer's hover siege mode by increasing movement speed. You do not know true hell until you see the Sergeant Hammer in siege mode, stutter stepping and sidestepping.
Yeah.
That is true hell.
Well, some would say marriage is true hell, but you can argue over the point. All right. So what do you think here? Who wins? Who wins the game? Based off the draft only. Based off the draft only, Oz.
I'm still betting on our friends on BG.
Okay.
Their draft has great versatility, great shrine control, and great split pushing ability. They can play it either way. However they choose, they'll be able to eke out an advantage.
I'll go ahead and introduce our blue team here. We got McGiblets on the May, Shenanigans on the Sergeant Hammer, Canny playing Brightwing, Wono playing Sylvanas, and Linehouse as the Mech Diva.
All right, and I shall do the sides on probes. We have Ron on Anduin, Blank on Malthael, Huron Thalion on Alex Straza, Teal on Johanna, and GG Valera, or just Valera, on the Tychus.
I like the way how you say her in Italian. I feel like, do you go to a lot of Renaissance festivals in your spare time and sell cheese?
No, I just have very strange pronunciation of specific words because I read too much and I socialize too little.
Got it.
Blank. And
we're gonna get a really interesting. Now Sergeant Hammer is left alone here. Shenanigans is gonna get some damage here. We're seeing the members of the red team to start racing down here.
Oh my word, Giblets
doing really good. And they're not gonna get a ton, but they're gonna get some damage under that bottom tower.
Yeah. It's always nice to see the two-pronged cheese attempt, especially when the comp's capable of doing it. One of the things you can do to amplify that kind of play is have one of the cheesers show, stick around for about 10
that's
seconds,
what they did.
away,
that's what they did.
And then have the next cheese show.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But it's not exactly, it's just Hammer's so slow that it kind of happened. It worked out that way anyways.
We did have May go into the W build to get more wave clear.
Yeah.
That's a smart play coming out from Gibbs.
And we also see Linehouse getting harassed by, and you called it, the off-lane Alexstrasza.
That's right.
With
and
build.
She went Hadouken build, which is my favorite build, but only 2 stacks so far.
Yeah. That build, if the red side manages to make it
level 20 Alexstrasza carries so hard.
It is gigantic in terms of its power.
It's ginormous. That's what it is.
There is one problem though. You took Alexstrasza into May.
What's the problem there? Explain.
The problem is you press W.
Oh, I see.
There's a W on your W.
Yeah.
And if you are in dragon form, you're gonna get constantly. Holy shit! This cheese is going absolutely bananas.
As the great Gwen Stefani once said, it's bananas. Oh, wait a minute. What did Gibbs take it for? Gibbs took Slush Ball at 4. So they got Sylvanas and a May with Slush Ball.
Oh, they're definitely going to be playing for the.
Oh, they're just pushing. They're pushing. Game. Yeah, it's smart.
Yeah. Honestly,
and okay.
And I want to point out, D.Va has full metal and has bomb, so D.Va can sort of solo the objective while the rest of the team goes and threatens the fort. Like, it's going to be very difficult for the crew of probes to actually manage to handle this.
Canny and Wono is clearing out. And Mundane Zebra is voting for Probius, which is uncanny, since I believe he is friends with both Canny and McGiblets.
True. Maybe he has insider info.
Alexstrasza with 5 stacks of Hadouken. Make that 6.
Yeah. Oh, the hammer has been caught out, but May is zoning it out. And there goes the pull.
Yeah. I mean, that hammer is almost covering the entire objective point, having a force to be backed out there. 14 monkeys to 4.
Yeah, this objective is basically guaranteed for our...
Never say guaranteed, because that's a dead Sergeant Hammer. I'm not sure if Chill pays for it, though. Yes, that's a 1-for-1 trade. They lose a tank for a tank.
Yeah, I'm not feeling too good about the team's odds now.
Dragon is out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just going to go over. Really hard to make that positioning without Hover Siege.
And it looks like Sylvanas is just going to clear top. This first objective will go over to the probes.
I'll be honest, though, and I'm going to start our agreed-upon flaming of our good friend McGiblets. Induced Hibernation is not the pick here. You're up against a Maltile and a Tychus. That damage reduction does nothing to percent damage.
The objective was successfully pulled over by McGiblets, and it is one of those frozen punishers, so they're going to get a towers pulled off, but not too much destruction into that first objective phase. Trait is popped by the Johanna.
Honestly, for me, frozen punishers are all about whether or not your team has the ability to go past the walls and siege past the walls. They're good if your team is good at sieging.
Sylvanas able to get away from there. Good, some neat jukes against Blank and Teal. Blank is scouting out this bottom siege camp.
And has been scouted by the mines.
That's right.
He's not going to get that flank. Ooh,
we have both teams. Yeah, this is going to be a Alexstrasza is making her way down here.
A 5v5, 5 minutes in the game. This isn't Storm Div.
This is, this is an advantage of Probes. They have 2 support players here.
Yeah, they win this 1-for-1 trade, but Teal...
wait a minute. Teal is going to give it did he get it? Yeah, he got it.
Oh my word.
Wow, that was close. Blank, though. Does Blank get out? Blank should be fine.
Yeah, Blank gets out.
There's a pull.
The pull is juiced. Yeah, what's really driving me crazy is the fact that both teams are even on Soak. when Malthael has been formatting it. That's absolutely crazy to me.
Yeah.
Oh,
The red team is going to take the siege camp away from the BG GuWutines. Quick grab from the probes.
good use of the level 10 advantage on the side of the probes.
Oh, yeah.
But we see, look at that Anduin all.
We got Holy Word Salvation come from Anduin.
That's wild.
They're going.
Gibbs is in.
Gibbs is in. We have Sylvanas putting some damage into Blank.
Oh, the
Odin's pop. That's a dead Malthael. There's a salvation coming out from. Oh, Blessed Shield. Ron's getting low though. That's a dead Anduin. Does Teal get caught out? Yes, that's a dead Johanna. 3 for 0 so far. And yeah,
Bot Fort falls.
Bot Fort does go down.
Yeah.
And Slush Ball. They don't even need the wave. They have Sylvanas and the Slush Ball to turn off the fort and the towers.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I thought that wall missed, but no, it actually caught Johanna out before she could, throw a Blessed Shield. So, actually, huge impact on that wall.
Even better, even better for the BG team is the next objective is bottom, so nowhere for the red team to escape to.
Yeah. But Blank's had some really good timing on these Bridger camps. D.Va doesn't have the time to do it, so there's going to be either a 4v5 situation or some chip topside.
Well, they don't know where the Malthael is. They just saw the hard camp get popped.
Yeah. But it looks like Blank is going to build
D.Va is there. D.Va does have bomb. Dragon's pop by Huron. Mecha bomb comes out. Alexstrasza goes into the air. Oh no! McGibbets goes down faster than the girl I knew in high school.
Oh no.
Yeah. Well, no for me. Linehouse looks like he might go down. Baby D.Va's out. Can they save Baby D.Va?
I think yes, but
Shenanigans. They're getting out. Ooh, bomb just misses. 32 to 15.
It landed, but clutch heal from Kenny there.
Alexstrasza's E-build's almost done.
Wow.
Red team hit. Oh, huge!
And this objective is probably going to go straight to keep.
That hurts. You lose the objective and two players.
Yeah. Means they don't have anyone left to bait over the wall. Valera has to hearth because they're out of mana.
Easy wall. Perhaps a keep if they play it right.
Honestly, $50 says that we see core angle here.
$50?
Not actually. I'm just saying that as a turn of phrase.
Okay.
How about legally binding contract?
I like to bet. I like to bet. All right. Well,
don't even have $50.
Next time you grow some. Oh, never mind. We do have Slush Ball on the keep.
Yeah.
And
I think the side of blue is playing a little
blue team is being safe. Well, that's fine. They can go get value someplace else. Looking the mid fort. Slush Ball that mid fort. Open up that wall.
This is pretty wild. But Blessed Shield is back up. This fight is just as dangerous as taking the fight under keep, except now there isn't a Punisher in play. Oh. That is a big dive by Blank.
They are chasing after Shenanigans. Even in the back line. Pull goes out. Oh, the pull and the salvation too late. Mecha comes out though and does some damage onto Teal.
And Ice Wall.
Oh, big from Gibbs here. Teal is a dead Johanna, or as you call her, Johanna.
Yo. And that port's gonna go down?
Oh man, just like Becky. McGibbets though, 60 health. Canny with the Z. That Ford had, how much health does Ford have? 14.
That's 14.
That's 14 health.
Hey,
it goes down. It goes down.
Linehouse in with the clutch.
Yeah, we're getting word. Rodney says, would have been the easiest $50 ever. Rodney's correct.
True. However, I will say this. It comes back to Gibbs' choice of level 7 talents. If you take the physical armor talent on May at 7, you can tower dive with impunity alongside Slush Ball. Like, you can just go in and do whatever you want. Gibbs gets rooted mid-transit.
So all the BG team has to do is wait for 16. They're looking for a fight on an even talent tier, and they are pretty far ahead in XP. So maybe that route was in their advantage.
True.
All right, there is 16. Yeah.
Oh, let's take a peek at some of these 16 talents. We see Criterize. That's going to be pretty nasty. Also, this is a semi-W build, Sylvanas. Haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah.
But Malthael now has Inevitable End. So
Alex Strauss here. Look at this. Look at this. Bottom.
Oh, my word.
Polymorph. That is a dead Alex Strauss. And they could put some damage into this bottom keep. That's what they do. They could put some damage into Blank. What's going on here? Blank might be in trouble. No, Unstoppable's popped.
Unstoppable. Before the gank happened, I was just about to mention that.
All right,
talent.
this is a 3v3, and here comes Tychus. So they are going to back off here. Next objective's popping in 20 seconds. They were able to secure the hard camp walking top.
Gotta say, man, I'm disappointed. We see black ice instead of the double slush ball.
Well,
just imagine the structure turn-off effect. It'll last forever.
I mean, I don't know May builds or talents or any of that stuff.
I'm memeing. Black ice is really good.
And our BG team will start the objective. Get a little bit of a head start. It is even talent tiers. Both teams with 16s. Routing pushing bottom.
Oh, shield misses barely while you were away.
Dragon is popped. Oh no, Teal. Oh, Anduin with the good Holy Word Salvation. Ron is in trouble though.
Wono's fine. Oh my word, this fight is chaos. Blank has that in. He's not taking it.
Uh-oh.
Playing it safe.
Linehouse. Trades pop by McGiblets.
Down here. No, barely makes it.
Oh,
away with
55 health.
Yeah, that's tiny.
That's what she said.
Also, it appears that Ron has already completed his quest with 13 minutes in, and he's got 10 of those already. Piercing Light is now complete.
Oh, yeah.
10% more healing. That's crazy.
Linehouse.
Run down.
Baby Diva gets out. Shrate was popped. Malthael getting harassed by McGiblets. Blessed Shield coming out from Till to sort of peel away from his team. Johanna getting low. Yeah.
Giblets taking massive amounts of damage. Also, funny bit of trivia. Did you know that Diva's level 7 fusion generator will double tap when Tychus has a percent damage?
I did not. Linehouse will go down though. Ooh. Blank trades though. So Malthael for a. Oh no!
Oh, there goes
Dead Johanna. Herd's in trouble here. Again, the Holy Word Salvation. Not enough time, and Tychus looks like will be next. Yeah, that will be another objective. Walking top. Someone is racing bottom. It looks like Wono and McGiblets are going to go and force the bottom keep, letting Diva probably clean up here.
Yeah, Linehouse can be left to their own devices here, thanks to the level 1. What is it called again? Full Metal. Canny picking up Soak mid lane. We might actually see a 39 here if BG is thinking that far ahead.
Yeah.
So they're very close to 20. There's no reason for them to pop the objective quite yet. They don't need to force it.
Hey, watch this. Slush ball.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we don't see the 39.
That's fine. I mean, they got Tychus and Alex Strauss still down.
Now.
Yeah.
They're basically 20 right now. Good choice, though, to split bot lane. They now have an alternate win condition.
And if they wanted to, they can pick up... Look, Johanna and Malthael are... Actually, 3 players are responding bottom.
Wow, this is a deep run. Wait, they might catch Wono here.
It's Sylvanas. It's Sylvanas, yeah.
Both of the storms just used...
I don't know what they're doing. They're going to get this camp while this objective's pushing top.
Hey, they're doing what 30k would have done in this situation, although not with as many people. Like, one of the things I've noticed that's really interesting about their gameplay is they'll always, on the side of 30k, go for a side push whenever they lose something. They'll look to create a trade.
Mundane Zebra has a valid point here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They're down 20. They need a pick to defend.
This top keep will go down. Stun onto Johanna. Pull from Anduin to save the Johanna. 2 keeps down for BG GuWutine. And they are in the driver's seat. Level 20 advantage. They could be aggressive here. There goes the slow onto the Alexstrasza, but no follow-up from any one of the players.
Yeah. Honestly, though, you've got 20 advantage. You've got a hammer. Just push down mid. Like, this is the time to ARAM. Because despite the massive cannon difference, it's what? It's up to 7 catapults now, if I'm not mistaken. Alexstrasza post 20 still has the chance to carry the day. Gibbs doesn't have the multi-blind here that you would pick up at 16. So that thing is just going to, you know, tear BG a new one.
Well,
Ooh,
they have to hit 20 first. Ice Wall just misses on Ron. Ron's going to be in trouble. Polymorph will hit.
Yeah, I think Ron's going to make it out alive.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Gibbs goes down.
Gibbs does drop.
Down as well.
Baby Diva out of the mech.
Oh, no. There goes the 20 advantage. With the tank down.
Invisible friends. Good,
yeah,
good. Disruption from Linehouse. Baby Diva will pop out. And it's going to be tough to get her out as Diva does drop.
Yeah. So,
but look at the waves push top and bottom against the red team.
Yeah. Blank's going to have to bail on this push in a bit. Like, otherwise they just lose core. But they're pushing out the right lane. Mid's their only chance of coming back in this game, and they do need to be very aggressive with
Odin has popped.
But look at that. That's up to 6 catapults. There's no way they can't just have Blank back out.
Oh, wow. That
job.
is 7 catapults, and core shielding is down.
Ooh,
We had Maltho pop back. Core at 80%.
Yeah,
Blank will respond.
To at least 60%. And meanwhile, the rest of probes are panicking now that they see core dropping. And they're
39.
Out of their fight.
Oof.
Oh, they almost picked Wono, but
good Blank from Wono.
Blanket saved it here. That second of hesitation might have squandered the last.
Yeah, those catapults got the core down to 36%.
Yeah. Honestly, though, this was one of those situations where you really need to understand how the late game works. You really need to understand who is essential for our core push and who is not.
That's right.
Every member of the team should understand what their role is, early game, mid game, late game. And the simple reality is, most people play early game. Most rounds, late game play doesn't really have a chance to be a big difference maker.
Oz, you've been talking nonstop about level 20 Alexstrasza all game. Well, it's level 20 Alexstrasza.
Ancient Flame.
Let's see what happens here on this next objective. It's 7 monkeys to 0 so far, but Alex is stepping up.
They're going to have to take this fight nice and quick, though, because they've got those 2 lanes pushing in again.
That's right, and they do have a hard camp pushing and a siege camp pushing bottom here. Yeah. Blessed Shield onto Canny. Blink, though, with Shannon. Oh, huge wall coming out, but we have follow-up. Double pull. Blank in trouble.
So Blank dies here.
Okay.
Oh, man.
The more they stall this out, the better it is for BG.
And the Alex is in. Giblets is getting blasted. Wono's getting clipped. The blind comes in clutch, though. But Canny is next on the chopping block.
I'm looking here.
No. It's going to be a Winion angle.
It is. We have Blank porting back.
It's a total collapse of probes.
Here comes Teal going down. Baby Mech Diva's coming out here. Ron is going to be in trouble.
And Blank has to do this otherwise. Core's already lost.
And we have Wono showing up bottom to put some pressure onto Blank.
Yeah. Honestly, though.
Oh, no. And that looks like game. Well, they might get a kill on a Wono.
Oh no, Kenny once again stuffing an auto attack with that.
And that is going to be game 1 going over to BG GuWutines. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
fun game 1.
Yeah, that was absolutely wild. What do you think about how the late game team fights went?
It did not go the way. Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like if it was just Alexstrasza, it'd have been fine, but they really didn't have any big damage. I mean, all the hyper carry Tychus doesn't always work, right? Whereas the Sergeant Hammer could just stay pretty safe and did 104,000 damage for BG.
Let's look at some of the overall analysis. One, Malthael doesn't have that big of a kill target. I've seen some of the micro on high-level D.Va players, and between Diverting Power and Ablative Armor, you can seriously stuff even the most vicious of percent damage dealers. Like, Diverting Power actually has a huge synergy against Tychus. That would be the 16 on D.Va. And Ablative Armor, despite only working against quote-unquote spell damage, also works against all percent damage, including Malthael's. So D.Va gets more and more durable late game versus this kind of lineup. And also versus the Alexstrasza.
Yeah, the double support, definitely the offlane healer support is unique, I guess.
It's an interesting pick, and it's one of the ones that, what is it, Meat Bicycle really favors on EU.
Yeah.
It's got great power late game, but you're still Alexstrasza, you're still squishy. And I think one of the things that really normally would make Alexstrasza work with this build would be, what is the talent called again? Dragon Scales. But if I'm not mistaken, that would synergize against Polymorph because it also counts for silences. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm just going to look that one up just right now.
Well, as you look that one up,
yeah,
let's bring us over to the map selection screen.
It works against Polymorph. Yeah, it does work against Polymorph. I can confirm that because Polymorph is treated as a silence by a lot of game effects.
There we go. The more we know.
Yeah. Beyond that, one of the other options that was clearly going on the mind of the Malthael player, blank I believe, was the choice of 20. And there's a good reason to take Throwing Shade and E-Build into a Hammer lineup. It gives Malthael access to targets that are otherwise unavailable and has great staying power. But at the end of the day, there is always in that late game scenario where you've got catapults raining down on your core, the option to do a fast back to spawn. And you know what I mean, right? Like
fast back? Yeah.
A fast back to spawn. Like you just run at the enemy team, die, go for the 1-for-1 trade, and then respawn and clear katas.
Our next map here, Oz is up, and we are going to BOE.
Yeah,
looks to be the pick of our blue team. The first pick going over to the probes again.
Yeah. These are definitely favoring first pick, which, to be honest, wait, hold on a second. I just had a random thought. That meant that BG took Infernal Shrines and banned Hogger.
Well, no. Yeah. Well, no. BG had map pick.
Yeah, but that meant that they chose to go to a map despite not having a Hogger player, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check this.
You don't need a Hogger player to play that map. I mean, they banned it out. They got rid of it.
Yeah. But it is one of those things where I feel like, yeah, Hogger slaps on that map when it comes to overall potential because he's so consistent and so frustrating to unentrench off a point.
All right, well, game 2 is almost ready. We're getting some thumbs up from our red team. Just waiting for the blue team to let us know they are ready. All right.
Yeah.
Oz, what I feel like your team likes BOE a lot.
Oh, that's actually
a lot.
Entirely true. Despite the fact that we kind of play like ARAMers, what Icy does for us is often very much macro-oriented 1v1 dueling type of scenarios. So for us, the maps we really enjoy are things like Aldrich Pass and Towers of Doom.
Got it. Well, we will see what the picks are here. First pick going over to the PsistormProbes.
Yeah. But BOE is an interesting map because it has a very different offlaner situation than a lot of the ones where double soaking is a viable strategy. Like, you either win against your opponent and push them out and force someone up top, or you use that to take priority to get a quick pick, or you take the camp and again develop a push. It's a map that's very dependent on how well the offlaners can duel and keep their eyes on the bot lane to see if there are any incoming ganks. Like, this is one of the most heavy maps when it comes to offlaners' ability to overall influence the game.
So they're going to go ahead and stick with the Stukov ban.
Yeah. Definitely a target ban.
I guess, can he play Stukov? I guess. And Lucio again is banned on the side of the BG team.
Yeah, must be.
Oh, so bans are pretty similar.
Yeah. Val's pretty great here with multiple builds.
And there goes the Johanna.
That's interesting. I took a peek at Teal's profile, and beyond it looking a little bit like a Smurf. Oh, there's that Hogger. But not played by Blank, played by Huron Thalion. So it looks like
it could be a four. I mean, well, Huron was the offlaner last game. He was the Oxraza.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So it was offlane Alex. So it's the offlaner just with an unusual offlaner. Gotcha. That's interesting. Ooh, Giblets is gonna give us some Meridian gameplay.
I wonder if he goes the Q that does extra damage to structures for the
You mean Sledgehammer?
Sledgehammer, yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely here. Between that and Li Ming, they'll have great
good race. Good race.
Yeah. But it's not just the race that really is significant. It's the fact that they can race without stepping into range of the immortal stuns. Because there are lots of ways to build a comp to really just be a nightmare on point. Things like Alarak, Hogger, Garrosh, all of those can allow you to just sort of throw someone into the stun or block them into the stun.
Valera will pick up the Sylvanas. Ron grabs the Brightwing. So if the probes are able to secure a objective, they're going to have a really good push coming out with the Sylvanas turning off walls.
Yeah. But it does also mean that they're going to need to find somewhere to build decent race. Right now they've got a decent defensive alignment for a 4-1, but they still need the 1 in that 4-1. Like,
this Diablo is like just floating out of these drafts, man. Like, no one's grabbing.
True. I mean, Dibbles is a hard tank. Let's be honest. It's
next band coming
you
out.
Spam W so much.
There we go. There's the Anduin taken out.
Oh yeah.
Light bomb on the Murden jumps in and just blows up that back line. Linehouse will grab the Blaze. Anna.
So, you want to hear something interesting when it comes to Li Ming trivia?
Li Ming trivia? Sure.
Yeah. So, you know how the normal level scaling rate is 4%?
Mm-hmm.
Li Ming has less than that.
Is that 3%? 2%?
Yeah, it's something like 3.5. I don't remember the exact number, but it's less than normal, which means she scales really badly late game.
Well, what happens when she goes glass cannon?
Honestly, I think the flat scaling doesn't change, but the spell power is a significant buff.
So we are going to get the variant grab from Teal. They're going to have mind control. I'm assuming taunt, mind control, and then thrall too. Yeah, that's a lot of that's a lot of fun stuff.
Wait a minute, I'm looking at that finisher. The thrall's a great choice for Raze.
He goes, he can go e-build at 1. And we are okay. Look at this. Shenanigans grab the Imperious.
Yeah.
Who's offline?
I'm looking. Probably the Blaze, Imperious 4-man.
Okay.
And probably also a Thrall 4-man if I had to guess. But
yeah,
I'm looking at these two drafts, and I'm definitely saying this is a probes game.
This is the probes game.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Although, okay, at 13, Canny will have just roots, so that just takes care of the Thrall.
Well, it's actually really problematic because Varian's taunt ability is a silence, if I'm not mistaken, or at least it's
it's a silence. Yeah.
And the root exists. The mind control, I think, is also treated as a silence and isn't treated as a stun, which means Anna's not great into that lineup. Like, the fact that her cleanse is inefficient, to say the least, against their lineup is going to be a huge problem.
Why don't you go ahead and introduce the blue team this time?
All right, for the side of BG, we have Linehouse on Blaze, Snag on Imperious,
I believe
Kenny
it's
is
just
playing Liana?
shenanigans. Backwards.
Shenanigans, okay.
Yeah.
So we have Shenanigans on Imperius, Kenny is on the Ana, Wono is on the Li Ming, and Giblets is on the Muradin.
And in our red team, we have Blank playing Thrall, Ron playing the Brightwing Teal in the Varian, Hurin the Hogger, and Valera on Sylvanas. And we're going to get some cheese here with all four members heading top. So Blaze will see Blaze will see some friends coming here. And it looks like it's going to be actually a 4-man Hogger. Let's see what Linehouse can do to defend this this cheese. We are having Gibbs' team run up top here.
Much.
And a level 1 variant is not that scary, so they can be pretty aggressive here.
Yeah.
Big Sleep followed up with the Q from the Imperius. Hurin's in trouble.
Makes it out, though. So, one of the things I don't like about having Thrall in the off lane is the lack of wave clear.
Yeah.
It means that even if he's winning the lane in terms of duels, it's basically impossible to get anything out of those trades. So, we're seeing that this isn't going to be a forced lane swap. The side of probes is moving back to normalcy, one rotation at a time. But Blank might be caught out of position here. Ooh.
Oh.
He's doing
good sleep coming out from Canny onto Blank.
But you saw those sidesteps. Blank just did a little loop-de-loop.
He's a sidestep king. That's what he is.
Yeah. But those were some of the craziest I've seen in a long time. Like, he ran a circle around Gibbs. That's absolutely insane, man.
Hogger will go ahead and start this top siege camp.
Yeah.
Shenanigans in trouble.
Does not make it out. Also, we see overwhelming affliction here from the Sylvanas. That's definitely going to do a lot into that triple frontline comp. Oh, but Thrall's rotation is getting punished.
Should be fine. Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah.
And this bottom siege will go over to our red team, and they're able to capture both the top and the bottom siege camp. Getting a good XP advantage here.
Yeah. One of the big limitations of mages like Li Ming is that oftentimes they're finishers. Like,
okay, level 4 is grabbed here. Look at the teal here. Taunt goes out onto Muradin.
Yeah. He'll heal that damage right up, but in the meantime, it's going to give probes a chance to push. No, they're instead opting to do their camp in a timely fashion. I don't know what to think about this particular play, because it does mean that they're giving up the opportunity to get stuff for free in exchange for potentially more value later.
Well, I mean, they're going to have that camp pushing, and our blue team, we will have to take care of it. And Hurin is winning that lane as Linehouse is getting pretty low.
Yeah.
Linehouse is going to go ahead and back out.
From Li Ming and Aether Walker, so it's not a specialized build. Valera's diving for Linehouse. Giblets is counter diving. I think Valera's just dead.
It should be fine. Yeah.
Stuns have not connected, but slows definitely have.
Oh, there goes the jump. Valera over the wall. Oh, and Canny catches with the help of the fort to take down the Sylvanas.
And Ron has to see out.
Oh, Shenanigans misses the Q. Meanwhile, the Hogger is putting damage onto this objective with Thrall clean up bottom with a pretty solid XP advantage for our red team.
Yeah. We definitely see faster race from the crew on probes. Varian's got decent numbers, Hogger's got great numbers, so does the Thrall. But speaking of the Thrall, he's almost dead.
Oh, he gets out. It's fine.
Yeah, but he's not in a great position.
Yep. Objective is spawning in an advantageous position for our red team here as they start race. Blue team is going to go ahead and concede the first objective, but there will put some damage into the Immortal.
Yeah, quite a lot. This first one, though, should be able to do a lot here.
Taunt onto Imperius. Root. Shenanigans is going to go down.
Yeah. This consistent frontline blow-up into a comp that's all frontline is going to be a huge problem for BG. Like, they've got this issue where they really needed to have the damage start with the Imperius or the Muradin in order for the Li Ming to get resets and start you know, chain killing. So they have this problem where they don't really have a good starter on their comp, and I think that's going to cost them this match in the future.
Bottom fort is turned off by Sylvanas. Good polymorph onto Shenanigans, and this bottom fort will go down pretty easily.
Look at top too. The Hogger is bullying the Blaze.
Haunt onto somebody? Imperious might go down here.
Yeah.
Unless he can Q over the wall. Q goes over the wall.
There's a Q over the wall. And that's the first Immortal. Decent numbers.
That's a really good first Immortal here.
Oh, yeah. No, you don't see a fort fall with the first Immortal. One thing you can do if you've got a Sylvanas win first Immortal, normally what I see is that's when you do a swap and push the opposite lane.
Look top here. Look top here.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be pretty nasty. Lighthouse is baiting out of his mind, but he misses the charge, and now Furion's just going to E out.
That's too bad.
Ooh, Spear lands, though. So that's about 70% of his HP right there.
Red team, though, getting some good push bottom here.
Yeah. I mean, we might see a full clear of the wave, followed by a Black Arrows. They've dedicated to that camp play. Wono's already back, but that's going to be a turret down minimum. Might even see 2. Valera, though,
good damage on the Sylvanas.
takes a lot. Yeah, that's one of those reasons why always be sidestepping, always be stutter stepping. Never stand still unless you see the other.
Linehouse, rooted, polymorph, taunted here.
Taunted and dead. Yeah,
that's rough.
that combo is just racking up kills now. It's good stuff. It's consistent. It's reliable.
It's easy.
And it would totally be stopped if there was a point-and-click cleanse.
Yep.
That's going to be another fort. The 10 advantage is out. We see Earthquake. Now, what are your thoughts on that one?
I am a big Sunder believer.
Yeah.
It's an easy pick. Sunder, root, and follow up, and you're dead.
Yeah. Honestly, I think one of the biggest problems that's hindering most NA players at this point is the fact that we can't chain off displacement when EU can. Like, it's just one of the mechanics things that we never picked up, and it does bother me sometimes.
Halftime will go over.
But meanwhile, Thrall is
Oh, captured the Varian here. Follow up with stun up, but Varian should be fine.
Yeah, we're seeing shield wall here, and I don't know about you, but I'm a big Warbringer believer.
Oh,
this is the place where I take.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold up.
Hold the phone. The fight is still on.
Hearn will try to get halftime taken care of here.
Yeah, that. I'll be honest, I thought both teams were going to be like, yeah, nope, we're not going to take a fight here. And then, you know, it just kept happening. And we see a huge invade now. Poor Blank is just going to get absolutely eaten alive.
Good stun coming out from Gibbs there. They're going to be able to steal away this hard camp.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be rough.
As they get the hard camp taken away, and this next objective will go over to the blue team.
Augur is backdooring this right now.
Yeah.
I find pretty crazy. Also, one of my bigger pet peeves. So, when the...
got stuck with the... Oh, you know what? Let the Brightwing come through, and you get 2 kills.
True. Oh, no. So, yeah, as I was saying, so we saw the crew on Probes clearing that Bruiser camp. Like, that thing dies instantly to the forts. You don't need to clear it. Like, it's basically, you cheese or invade Siege Giants, and that's about it. Like, those are the only camps that can really cheese well. Now, if you get the opportunity to grab a few kills, then you take a camp, cool.
Blue
We're gonna
team's...
see another fort fall here, yeah.
Yeah, fort goes down. But it was not going to get the same amount of advantage the first objective did for the red team.
Yeah. But they're down a level at this point. They're going to have to pick their fights more carefully.
True. Level 13, Anna is going to pick up. Let's make sure. We did go smelling salts, yep.
So, I just want to say something. There's exactly one ability, no, 2 abilities that smelling salts will apply to. Shockwave and Hogger's Slam. That's it. The meat is still on the menu for probes. If they still find a few more combo picks, there's really nothing that the crew on BG can do about it.
Ron might be in
Ron might
trouble.
be in
Stun
trouble.
does land. Follow up with the Q for the Imperious. That's a dead Brightwing.
But it might be the counter kills are huge. Wono escapes.
Oh,
Varian
Imperious kidnaps Varian. McGibbo's getting low. Shenanigans getting low as well. Imperious will drop. And Sylvanas looking to clean up. Smelling Salts on Sylvanas. Lighthouse misses his stun. Can we get the kill on the Sylvanas? Yes. Teal looks like he's next.
No.
Oh no, Blank. We'll find a Z from Brightwing.
Blank only just barely survives.
Stun just misses.
Also, I want to say something. Kenny managed to get Smelling Salt's value already. Yeah.
Lighthouse is going to go ahead and start this hard camp for the blue team. And Blank and Hearn and Ron will push this top fort down.
They definitely won that one. You're going to have to be careful here. Now that the Imperious is in play. I really approve the Imperious taking that level 7, though. Holy Fervor is great for the wave clear options. It gives his team a lot of flexibility.
Wono saw the Varian and ran away here. Big damage onto Shenanigans.
There goes Imperious. The Imp is getting low too.
Linehouse pops the bunker. I'm not sure what he could do. Pops bunker.
He's not getting out.
Taunt.
He just doesn't have
And
to run.
it's 2 for 0.
Yeah. And
Stun lands onto Anna.
And his silence lands too, so Gibbs cannot follow up with any peeling.
This will be halftime. Top fort will go down.
And with 3 kills, they're in a great position on the side of probes.
Yep. Yep.
Still gotta keep to that bet.
They're going to be able to clean up the lanes a little
Gibbs is
bit.
getting tower doved right now.
Good stun. Oh no, it's going to be...
Makes massive damage. And now
Teal
deep
is
trouble.
going to die here.
Oh no!
Feels bad, man, right? It's like,
Once again, I
didn't have to do it.
Yeah, it's like, I don't get it. Kills are a temporary tactical advantage. You should always look to turn it into a strategic advantage once you grab one. And I think that's going to cost the crew on Probe so much here.
This is a 4-man D stun, follow up by the taunt onto Blank.
Nasty.
Smelling Souls, we have a kidnap onto Thrall.
Oh, and there's a Smelling Salt's value again. I also want to say something else about what Kenny did there. He managed to catch a grenade on.
Ooh, big damage onto her and lives at 400 health. Maybe less.
No, they can't be going in now. They don't have their tank yet. Probes is in so much danger right now. Ron blinks away. This is so spooky. But, oh no. That Brightwing was sleeping for so long.
So it needs to be 4-man D with Wono doing damage.
Yeah, but then they don't have the ability to finish
Oh.
it. Oh no, the Hogger!
There we go. That's a kill onto the Hogger.
Oh no.
Bunker is out, putting damage onto Ron and Blank.
Yeah, Ron's probably gonna drop here. No,
No, he's fine. He's fine.
Oh no. Cannot stress this enough. This is one of those situations where BG's comp really should start to stall, because eventually they're gonna have to send someone to clear out top because of the structure disadvantage, and they can't fight so long as Li Ming is racing.
Earthquake is popped. Blank getting low. Oh no! McGibble's finding some kills there onto Brightwing. Kidnap onto Thrall again. And that's a dead War Chief. Teal looking for something. Pops the taunt and gets a kill onto Anna, but will pay with his life here.
Yeah. Oh,
Now, Mundane Zebra has a great question here. Is this win trading? Will somebody call Ektar and the mods, because this looks like win trading to me.
Gosh, no. Honestly, though, I am really frustrated by what probes are doing there. They had catapults threatening top lane. They could always watch the Immortals HB bar, and the moment they see damage ticks go on with, they're like, oh, we can press up because Li Ming just used her cooldowns and isn't going to be there to defend. So you wait for either of those two tellers on the map to inform your micro decision making. And the fact that they were overpressing there is really quite tragic because they have that in the bag.
Shenanigans again with a big Q. Hogger gets out. Actually, Li Ming is the one that goes down. Probably more fun of Shenanigans. That's 2 for 0. Again, these teams are win trading. And
honestly,
the fort doesn't even go down.
Yeah, no, it does not go down. But seriously though, between Alpha Wolf and
Teal?
Overwhelming Affliction,
They're looking they're looking for a keep.
Yeah, they can do this. They've got the Li Ming kill. That's all they need in order to make this work. And this is just one of those things that's, you know, just casual Sylvanas. You get 2 kills? Oh, I guess that's a keep that's lost. Have fun. Oh no, Ron is in trouble.
Earthquake to help pill the team to get out of that.
Yeah, this game has been so wild, man.
The probes will grab this top siege camp.
Yeah. Also,
and I'm not sure if the blue team wants to cap this right now.
They do not, but
they are. Yeah.
So, real talk though, kudos to Blank for taking Spell Shield into a Li Ming solo damage. Like, normally the D talent on that tier is so tempting.
So here's why you don't take that camp this early. Just get it cleared out.
Yeah.
Right?
Also, between the pressure they're going to get bot lane thanks to that camp, pressure they've got top lane, Wono's going to find the fort. So they've got a 2 catapult advantage here. They've got a camp that's going to be pushing top lane. They can look to play this incredibly slow on the side of probes, and they'll still win. They have better race. They have better pressure. They just need to make sure that they don't give...
Well, hold on here, Oz. I hear what you're saying, but level 20s are about to be hit. So basically the next team fight could end the game for either team.
But that's exactly why, if you're on the side of probes,
let's
you should play it slow.
Let's get 20 here, and let's look for a fight before they get 20.
Yeah, but that moment has already passed, I think.
Well, they are going to go and force the objective here. Red team's going to concede the halftime.
Yeah. Look at that. That's a 5-man rotation. They'll get the bot so
look top here. Look top here. They have a hard camp pushing. Someone will have to respond. And they are looking for a big flank.
Oh, this is exactly what you don't want to have happen. If you're on the crew of BG right now, you're in serious trouble. You're down 20. You're getting caught before you can...
Taunt onto Muradin. Pops the avatar. Jumps out. Hurd misses his ult.
Is going to survive, though.
Hogger goes down! Anna trying to heal as much as she can. 2 for 1 so far.
And Teal is probably
get in there, Muradin. That's 3.
But it's not enough. Oh, Blanket sent flying. Li Ming takes massive damage from the stun.
Core shielding is down.
The Winions are doing massive work here. It's 2v4, but it doesn't feel like it, man. Lighthouse is not allowed to escape it. I think Blake's here.
Shenanigans gets the kill onto the Thrall, and there's a kill onto the bro. No, Brightwing gets out.
This is a catapult wave. Oh my god.
I don't know what. This is so messy.
This is pure mayhem. Ron's gonna make it out for a while though.
Stun misses.
No. Doesn't have enough mana for teleport though, so they can't escape. They're just gonna drop.
Stun and stun. Okay.
And that stagger is just an absolute disaster.
So this spawns top lane. Core shielding dropped by 27%. Quick caster math coming your direction.
Oh no.
All right, here's the question. Do they get the keep?
Oh, they get the keep.
They get the keep? All right.
I think this is, we're looking at a core angle, to be honest. That thing has how much more HP than core? It has about 20,000 more HP than core.
Taunt goes out onto somebody.
Yeah, this is rough. Shield's about halfway done. That Immortal still has more health than Core, though.
Big sleep from Anna, followed up the Q from Imperious. Hogger drops almost instantly. Blank pops the Earthquake, but there goes the bunker. And top keep goes down, and Shenanigans again finds a Q onto Teal. Oh, just misses the E from Linehouse. They got to play for one more kill, I believe.
Yeah.
Good.
No,
there goes Thrall. Yeah, there goes. And it looks like this game is going to go over to our blue team here. Core shielding at 30% falling, and game number 2 and the match goes over to BG GuWutine.
Oh, yeah.
GG's.
There we go.
Wow. Pretty back and forth.
Oh man. That was the main gameplay.
Oz, let's talk about the numbers here. Leading in deaths, Shenanigans with 5 for the blue team. But 21 kills to 11,
Amazing.
but it didn't feel that way. It didn't feel like it was a 21 to 11 kill difference. Obviously, a lot of those kills came at the end. But game number 2 and the match.
So much of it is just how high impact the early kills were for the variant comp.
Definitely.
Like Sylvanas really spiraled out of control.
Yeah, here's the problem. Here's the problem with variant comps. As the game goes longer, he gets worse.
Yeah, but you know what? There's a thought that's on my mind, and it's been on my mind, and I wanted to pass it by for you. What's the cooldown on Iron Forge banner?
Is it like 30 seconds? It's pretty short.
It's still pretty short, yeah?
Yeah, the taunt's like 12 seconds.
Here's the math on my question. 1, Earthen Shields are based on a percentage of maximum HP. Does spell power increase that? And if so, and if not, would that make Iron Forge banner much better here against Li Ming Burst?
We are going to get a interviewer in a second here. Let's go over to our winners.
Sure thing.
BG GuWutine, and we're joined by McGiblets, who is the tank player for the BG GuWutine.
Hello.
McGiblets, congratulations on your victory tonight.
Congrats. Also, real men take Haymaker.
No, I can't that game. I definitely can't that game.
Yeah, no, you definitely can't. I agree.
Congrats, Gibbs. How did it feel? How did the match feel?
That match was very rough for us.
The second,
we had a plan. We stuck to the plan. But then we're like, oh yeah, we also have to win the fights and the objectives. And then
Mono just casually blasting the entire game.
Let's
that
go back.
comp goes back to like season 8 though. We ran that a lot.
You got so many stuns to layer, and then Anna with the sleeps and the smelling salts to clean things up. But let's go back to game 1 on Infernal Shrines. You won the coin toss, picked the map, banned out the Hogger. Talk to me about Sergeant Hammer and why that was the pick.
They had absolutely nothing to do with it.
Got it. Okay.
They went double support and Malthiel, and I think it was Tychus. Tychus never gets on top of Hammer. It was just.
It was hard.
It was
for
a
them to push
meme.
him.
It was a meme hover until they double picked Malthiel, Alex Strauss, and they're like, oh, never mind. It works here.
Yeah.
All right. Oz, any questions on game 1?
Yeah. I have one question, and it is
I went slush ball.
Giblets.
Yeah, we like that.
Extremely
We
based.
like that.
Extremely based.
You had Sylvanas, and then when Sylvanas turned off trait, you had slush ball.
Yeah.
No, well, so I slush ball the towers, and then she turns off the whole fort. Like, it's easy.
So, like, Giblets, do you want me to go over some of the things I noticed with you now when it comes to replay
You
review?
go over it. You can go over it later. You know.
All right.
Then we can talk about that Volskaya game the other night.
Oh no. No. That didn't happen.
Good times.
That game did not happen.
Well, fun game 1, which takes us to game 2, which looked like a harder, more intense game with Varian hitting some kind of aggressive taunts here on you guys. But you guys found some fortunate team fights and came out with a victory. What do you think turned that last fight around for you guys to walk towards the core?
I honestly, I'm gonna say, I have no clue what happened in the last fight. They all went on me. I popped Avatar before their abilities touched me. I stunned and I jumped away, and then all of a sudden, 2 people are dead and Mink's getting reset.
What you just said is
I
you
was
blacked.
not
you,
in
you
the
pushed.
fight.
You pushed R and blacked out.
Yeah, I pushed R. They did everything to me. I jumped out, and then they had nothing. I really didn't even see the fight. I was looking at my own health bar.
I mean, you actually had a lot of health in your Avatar form, but you were afraid to step up, which is.
No, I jumped out. I remember
No, I was watching.
Wasn't that the last fight where I had like no health? One of those fights I had like no health.
You had like 10% health, but your passive takes a while to kick in. It was definitely a crazy last fight. Oz, what questions do you have for that last match?
Yeah, Blitz. I'm going to give you some tanking trivia. What should the tank do against Liming Orbs?
Against?
Against Liming Orbs, yeah.
Not get hit by them.
He wants you. He wants you to.
You gotta you sidestep the Liming Orbs and let your squishes get hit by them. That's what you.
Yeah.
This is like a weird version of Jeopardy.
There's no right answer here.
I'll take
I like
potables.
the answer, though. Your answer was really funny.
Save your own health bar.
Yeah, my mentality about Liming Orbs has always been walk in and hope to God that I stop Triumvirate from proccing.
Well, Varian had the protected at 10, so like he took no damage whenever he ate it, which was nice. So he could just actually walk up, eat the orb by himself.
A better.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Oz.
It did feel like though, oh boy, your Liming got a lot of absolutely spicy value.
Last question for you, Oz, and I'm sorry, Gibbs. We'll call it a night. What do you pair with alligator?
What? Oh God, no. That's rude. Just because I'm from the south, I only had it once.
Okay, what do you pair with crawfish?
Oh, crawfish. So you go. Do y'all have Raising Cane's where you live? Because that's where we go. We go to Raising Cane's.
No,
we get some dip and sauce from there.
Okay.
And then there's always a batch of corn and potatoes. Corn on the cob and potatoes, and then you cook that first, and then you put in the crawfish in the same water. And there could be some other vegetables too, but it's mainly potatoes and corn.
Awesome.
And then you add the spice for the crawfish, depending on what kind of spice you want.
Now, you heard it here first from an actual Southerner. Well, hey, Gibbs, congratulations! Congrats on your win tonight. I'm gonna do some ARAMs. You're welcome to join if you want.
I am watching Div B West because there's two undefeated teams going against each other.
Oh no!
Ooh, spicy.
And I coach one, and Candy coaches the other. So we're watching that.
And I'm gonna run away and do some calculus.
Nice. Well, boys,
good night, gents.
I'm Danny. That's Oz, and thank you for joining us tonight in Division A.